Why fucking? Why did I love you? Why did I trust you? What's good, y'all? MarlonmadethatTV back with another video, and today we got Baddies USA episode 4 review. Now I know it's been literally a week and episode 5 dropped tonight, but I got back-to-back drops coming, so y'all just stay with me, stay tuned. But I don't want to waste any of y'all time because it's been too long. But make sure you hit that like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification bells. We updated with all forms of new content. But without further ado, we gonna jump straight into the video. You feel me? And yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Tasiki ate some like it's no tea, no shade. Like, you feel me? I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you. Like, yeah, she did her big one. She did her big one. Tasiki really was whipping down on Summer. I respect Lex for jumping in the middle because she didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And she was really still mad about the whole Krishan thing. And Krishan was over there trying to be buddy with her. So it didn't really make no sense. Like, so Summer and Lex, they get into it bad because she felt like she didn't have her back. Like, she felt like she wasn't really there for her. And her lip is hanging off her lip. Like, ooh, Summer got the duck lip for real. So Tommy, like, screaming in Tasiki's face. I don't know what that's about. Like, they keep screaming at her face. Like, they're just screaming. She was like, oh, I'm trying to have a conversation. I'm trying to have a conversation. So then it cuts, after that whole commotion shit, it cuts to Dolly and Killer having a conversation. But it didn't make any sense because it's like, you know, Dolly and Killer still don't like each other. And KK felt as though, like, Dolly was only faking it for the cameras and trying to just piece it up and amend it. It wasn't genuine, which I could honestly understand because, you know, like, you threw horse on me, like, you nah. So as they're talking, Tinka tries to run up on Killer from behind. They run around, I'm not gonna lie. Tinka ended up getting that, no shade. Yeah, Killer couldn't do nothing that round, no shade. I feel like she was tired, or she just, you know, she was over it. But again, she did sneak. She did sneak go Killer, so I do understand that. I did give it to her. T buddy as well. But Tavy and Tinka, they get into it only because Tavy's in her face. Like, Tavy, why are you in Tinka's face? Like, after that, and just like, come on, son, no, son, we ain't doing that, son. Dead ass B. I'm just like, no, Tavy, back up. Like, they're fighting, let them fight. Like, or they got a confrontation, yeah. And she snuck her. So Summer in the kitchen, and she's talking about something. Oh, I need some aspirin or something. She don't need no ice. And Lex was like, yes, you do need ice. Because I ain't gonna lie, Summer had the fat lip after fight Tasiki. But again, Summer was mad because Lex, Dolly, they didn't jump in when she wanted them to jump in or fight Tasiki when they were ready to fight Tasiki. So it's like, you know, sorry if I know you ass motherfucking, yeah. But anyways, Summer, she's still in denial about that shit. She telling Lex, you know, leave her alone, go be with them, like, you know, talk to them bitches. You're not my friend, you're not cool with me or whatever. But it's like Lex was actually all, like, the whole episode, fast forward episode, she been there trying to help Summer. So it's like, I don't know why she keep feeling away, you know. So then Smiley come back. Hold on. Ooh, all right, cut that on. Yeah, Smiley ended up coming back. She in the spring. 4 ads. What the hell? No. Hold on, I'm here. Okay, my bad, because I had to redo my audio, all that. But it leads off with Smiley. She ends up coming back. Broken hand, all that. I don't know how she got a broken hand, but she ended up getting a broken hand. Girl, they could have, I ain't gonna lie, so far this season, they could have sent Smiley home, Nunu, Gretchen. It's just some of y'all, I feel like some of them not really doing enough. Like, it's a lot of stars on here, but everybody not doing a lot, you know. So Tommy in the field with Tasiki, crying. She like, what can I do to make it help? And then she just like, Tasiki like, Krishan won't fix it. She won't fix it. And she finally addresses the allegations and rumors that Krishan put on her and said that Krishan apologized to her, but she won't do it on camera. You feel what I'm saying? They had multiple conversations and she still won't admit on camera that she didn't do it. Which, again, is weird. But like I said on my TikTok, they should have just left that alone. This is something that, like, they should have handled off camera or shouldn't have brought to the network, period. But it's like, you know, people really go through this every day. So, Krishan, you lying, you're messed up. But if you are going through it, you need to either see somebody about it and cut your sister off or what? Because you keep forgiving her after she's done all these things to you and you still feel away. So, it's hard to really believe, like, who's in that or whatever. You feel me? Usually I do detail for detail, but I'm going to just highlight certain parts because some of this shit is just, yeah. So Krishan acted delirious, acting like she don't know what Tasiki talking about, but they finally addressed it. Tasiki crying. She's like, why would you do this, bro? You know, like, what's going on right now and stuff like that. But I don't know what that means, but I guess she was insinuating, like, she's messing up Tasiki's brand by what she said, and it could really affect her and how she gets her money, which is true, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, Krishan, I feel like it's low-key a little bit jealousy as well. Even if it is true, you said it out of a little bit of jealousy because you don't want Tasiki to outshine you. So it's like, you know, that's messed up, man. So, boom, so Krishan's saying, oh, I'm not fighting this season. I'm not doing none of that. Girl, we know that. You know you ain't fighting, girl. All right, boom. So Natalie, she gets all the ladies together. She wants to have, like, a little quick meeting or whatever. And this is where it pop off. This is where it go down at. You feel me? Natalie ends up saying to all the ladies that they have a guest coming or a special guest, and the appearance is Daisy. Now, like I said in my review, I'm going to get into it in a second, but yeah. So Natalie has them come down. She wants them to greet Daisy. Boom. Well, no, she has them in the back, but she brings Daisy down to greet the rest of the ladies. I'm not going to lie. Daisy should have stayed the rest of the duration to give ROLLIE a run for her money, because I don't think ROLLIE fought. I don't know if she fought again after this, but it's unlikely because she cool with damn near most of the cast. I felt like Daisy should have been there as a wild card. She came in, all of them are hot. Anna fell away, ROLLIE fell away, all of them low-key fell away towards Daisy. And it's like, what the fuck? I'm like, come on, bro. And I get on her season, y'all could say she was a bully, but it's like she was a bully because no one there could really beat her. So it's like she gonna look like a bully and an aggressor if nobody could whoop her. You get what I'm saying? Like, if nobody could challenge her or see her, nobody's gonna do that. And plus, this was an anticipated fight between Daisy and ROLLIE. I'm not trying to see Tasiki keep slapping Summer. It's not a fair fight, and she already slapped her up and beat her up, so what's the point? Ooh, Daisy said, what's that about my kids and my tax bracket? So boom, Daisy takes up the hoodie, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie, ROLLIE was like, come on, you get one round. And ROLLIE, we have you, and then I gotta address this shit, bro. You fought Slim, you fought LCK, hell, you fought ET. And you was willing to go round for round. Why is it that you finally got a woman that is of your stature, she younger than you, she move a little bit quicker, that you feel threatened? Like, you want one round. You ain't never want one round with nobody. When Slim came on Midwest, you ran her about 5-6 rounds. 8, 10 of them at least. So why with Daisy she only get 2? Because she was really macking you. She was really making you feel it. But yeah, you ain't like that one, did you? So boom. Ooh, Sukiyana looking at her like, ooh. Like, feel me? So Mariah said, oh, I don't know Daisy, but she about to, you know what I'm saying? She don't know what ROLLIE about to do. But I'm like, nah, you don't even know. Ooh, Daisy pushed Krishan hand out the way. Yes, get out my way. What are you doing? Boom, Daisy square up. Bow, they get the macking. Ooh, they both was macking. You could say round 1 was either a tie, but I'm going to lean more towards Daisy or it was a tie. Because Daisy, from the angle we seen, it looked like Daisy was really macking ROLLIE. Like, ROLLIE couldn't handle it. And Anna, why are you jumping in? Like, back up, bro. And this was the hypocritical shit, right? And thank you, Lex. Lex grabbed Anna up. If you felt like ROLLIE won, what would you need to jump for? Because then that's overkill. And if that was anybody else, if Daisy, Summer, Tinka, anybody jumped in a fight, and let's say that person already won, y'all would ridicule them. But because it's Anna, she's a fan favorite, she gets away with it. No, that's weird, bro. That's not right that she's able to just sneak somebody and just do that. Thank you, Lex, because nobody else was going to jump in. They was going to stand by and watch Daisy get packed out because they know ROLLIE. And I don't care what the fuck how long you think you know ROLLIE or whatever. She said it on the bus. This is my job. Y'all are my co-workers. She do not even see half of y'all as friends. So it's like, why do y'all claim y'all some baddie sisters? It's just like cabaret sisters. I don't get that shit. Y'all are not sisters. Y'all are co-workers with one goal and one intention in mind, and that's to entertain the fans, to keep y'all job and keep the show relevant and as many subscriptions and anything is possible. I understand the game, but they don't. So yeah, no. And Daisy definitely should have whooped on her ass for that. Because why are you jumping in? And then if she call you a fake, you don't want to fight. That's weird. What? And Anna definitely deserves to get ridiculed for that shit. Because it's like, no. Don't be jumping in people fights. I don't care if Daisy a fan favorite or not. Being a fan favorite don't got nothing to do with fairness. If we fighting and we macking, we macking. But and Tasiki, stop playing security, bro. She literally swung Daisy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Daisy, I'd have smacked Tasiki. Don't touch me. No cat, don't touch me. Don't spin me out of nothing. You feel me? Daisy right. You can't fuck with her. No shit. ROLLIE barely want to fight again. ROLLIE, oh, no money for the baby. Girl, that's corny. It's played out. Listen, she said, what does that mean that you fought me? That's like a trophy for you. What? But when it was Slim and she spoke on your son, you was going to hell. But Daisy spoke on your son, your grandfather posted all that, and you only gave her 2 rounds? 2 rounds? Yeah, because you ain't really want that snow. Ooh, round 2. Ooh! Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Daisy had Rollie leaning. Daisy had Rollie leaning to the side. She had her leaning to the side. Daisy got that. Daisy Rush is nasty. Oh my gosh. Rollie is too much for Rollie. Like, Rollie is normally the one who's bulldozing and, just clobbering. You know what I'm saying? How she did Russian Cream. Nigga, this was none of that. Nigga, Daisy was not going, bro. I'm telling you. She ripped her wig. Like, that's corny, bro. You feel me? That's corny. She ripped her wig. Like, I'm just not messing with it, bro. Daisy really, I ain't gonna lie. Daisy ate, bro. She deserved her spot. After that, yeah. And Natalie, you dead wrong for going on that interview lying. And I felt like the only reason why Natalie lied on that interview is because she did not want smoke with Rollie. Because if she would have said anything other than that, she would have known Rollie would have beat her ass. But shit, if I'm Natalie, I'd have casted Daisy. Yeah. So what? Yeah. And that's what she was gonna do. She did say, like, when it was into it, she was gonna cast somebody else, which she should have done. No cap. Summer said, Daisy said who jumped in, honestly, oh my gosh. Daisy asked who jumped in. Summer said, Anna jumped in. Anna jumped in. Yep, run that. She said, Anna, why you jump in? Because Rollie lost? Understandable. But now you got to run that with Daisy. And true, you should. Like, what? Because if that was Summer, when Summer jumped Scotty in Africa, she had to fight Ivory by her lonesome. They held Dolly and Lex on her back just so she didn't get pummeled. So why is it that Anna gets protected? Because Tasiki, production, like, I'm not understanding. Anna, you should have gotten the motherfucking paint. That's scary. On my soul. You feel me? That's scary. That's scary. That's real life scary. I don't respect it. Like, if it was Mariah, Gretchen, if it was somebody, Tefana, anybody else, like, Anna would have got that head up. But because it's Daisy and she know what Daisy can do, you don't want to fight. I don't respect it. So Rollie said, oh, you going back to your hotel. We got performances. And Natalie's dead wrong because Natalie should have stood up for Daisy in this moment and said, no, she's a baddie. She's coming with us and she's staying on the season. That would have been a boss-ass move. But you keep trying to kiss Rollie ass, like, because you know Rollie lost and you don't want personal problems with Rollie because she going to beat your ass and you know Lemmy not going to fire her. Because, again, yeah, it's Natalie's show, but Natalie does not own Baddies. You feel me? She's a creator in an EP. You feel me? But she don't own Baddies, so she can't say who and what. She can influence the picks, but she don't have a final say. If Lemmy want to hire somebody, he gonna hire them. You feel me? So they get in the kitchen. They about to get ready to perform at this, not perform at the club, but practice performing at the club. And Summer and Mariah get into it. Oh, she said, your mama got beat up by your friend. Clock it. Summer is too funny. I'm not gonna lie. I'm living for Summer this season because she is the main storyline. Like, as much as she is wrong, I will tell her that. Ashley Washington. What the fuck? I will say she's wrong because she has started a lot of drama and BS. But I will give her 10s. Like, she has kept the season relevant as far as storylines, as far as sayings, as far, like, it's really Summer. She putting it on her back. So I gotta give her 10s, All right, so they getting ready. They get to go on the bus. It's still tension on the bus. Ooh, Nunu look good. Ooh, okay. I didn't notice that, but I like the wig. The wig is hard. I like that. Scotty, I ain't gonna lie. She pregnant. She should be just somewhere else. So on the bus, Tavy and Fauna kind of get into it because Fauna stood up and said that she didn't like how Summer was being treated and she felt bad for Summer. You feel what I'm saying? So she kind of checked Tavy like, how are you gonna tell me who to feel bad for? Like, if I feel bad for somebody, I'm gonna feel bad. Like, and rightfully so. I feel like Fauna wasn't on the hate train of Summer. Like, Summer, she not misguided, but she just reckless. Like, she don't know when to cut it, when to stop it, when to just chill. So I feel like I don't feel bad for her, but I do get what Fauna was saying because it is a lot. Like, she's going against so many people, her own friends she's arguing with. So it's just like, as a human, like, just some decency, like, dang, But Tavy, she's not wrong neither because it's like Summer Poppin. So it's like she don't know when to shut up. So it's like, well, I feel bad for somebody that don't know how to shut up. But that's a little lesbian argument. No shade, because we know about you, Tavy and Fauna. No shade. But it's okay. So they get on the bus. Rollie hot. Okay, you could tell Rollie is definitely on one from that ass whooping she took from Daisy. No shade. And Rollie kind of checked Summer for how she was addressing Lex and Dolly and how she was treating them, and it was messed up, and how she expected them to fight with Tasiki and them, but Summer expected Dolly and Lex to fight for her when it was Tasiki, but when Dolly fought for Tasiki, she never jumped in. And whenever they had a problem, they had to stand on it on their own. So they're not Rollie don't understand why Summer is expecting them to jump in a fight or do something for them when they specifically told Summer, I do not agree with what you said to her. I don't agree with you butting in sister business. That's personal. Mind your business, right? But they didn't. Sukihana said, well, the street said y'all be jumping in Summer fights for no reason, so it's kind of confusing. But it's cat because Lex never jumped in Summer fights just for nothing. She jumped in whenever they was tag teaming or jumping Summer or trying to get up on Summer, and it wasn't right. Dolly, yes, you could say that about Dolly. Dolly was jumping in fights. Emma, Pretty P, she didn't jump Slim. Who else did she fight? She fought somebody. She didn't do it with Ivory. But Dolly jumped in a couple fights of Summers that had nothing to do with her. So I would expect Dolly, if anything, to jump in front of Summer, if anything, because Dolly was known for jumping in fights. So it's like, now you don't want to jump in a fight. So, and again, she mentions the fact that she fought Tasiki, got slumped over, nobody jumped in for her. But it was like, Dolly, you know how to hold your own. Why do you need some? Well, Dolly didn't need nobody jumping for her, and she's not scared of Tasiki. But I do get what she's saying. It's like, Summer, you want me to jump in for you, but where was you at Midwest when Tasiki got up on me? And you didn't want to jump her. And the reason why I felt like they didn't jump Tasiki was because, and if anything, when they bum rush or try to jump Scotty, they should have tried to jump Tasiki, because that's the toughest fight. Like, Scotty's not nobody you need to jump. Tasiki, you need to jump that bitch. No shade. Like, it's no tea, no shade. But because I feel like with Lex, Dolly, and Summer, yeah, Tasiki can't beat that. No shade. No shade. But yeah, they held their own, so I understand. But as they on the bus ride, it's a lot going on. Rollie, they getting into it. And Sapphire, stop lying. Rollie did not do her big one with Daisy. It really got tore up out the frame. You feel me? You was there, so it might be different. But honestly, no. I think Daisy really gave her a run for her money. Because when have you known Rollie to just want to fight, just one and done? Now, Suki, that in Africa, that was, not Africa, in Jamaica, that was different. That was a whole different thing. But I'm just saying, like, Rollie ain't never did that with nobody. She was slapping LCK, pushing LCK in the bushes, picking on her. She ain't like Russia Cream. She ain't like Slim. You know, she ain't like some of the girls. So she would vocalize or say how she felt. And it's like, you do that, but then you got a woman that's really ready to get up there with you, get active with your program, and you don't want to fight? No, I can't respect that. No. So Sapphire, stop lying. Y'all was lying because y'all didn't want to be in Rollie's bad graces. So Rollie said, hey, you want to... Lex got class. Lex is a lady. You not a lady. You reckless. You don't understand nothing. You don't understand. Like, so Rollie really just trying to read Summer down. Summer like, what you talking about, bitch? Your body's fake. Your titty's fake. Your ass is fake. Everything about you is fake, bitch. I said, oh my God. Which led to them getting into it online. I'm just like, yo, they're crazy. Oh my gosh. But Summer and Rollie, they keep going back and forth for like a minute. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they was arguing for a hot minute. Yeah, they was just arguing for a hot minute. On the other bus, it ain't really too much shit going on. But, yeah, it's just, yeah, you could tell the big three definitely why they fell out or started to fall out. But Rollie said that Summer said something about them on the phone, which is, I don't know. Dolly tries to dance on Summer, but then Summer was mad. She said, bitch, don't dance on me. Go back there, dance with them bitches. I was like, damn. So Summer goes and change on the bus or whatever. She goes to change for the performance or whatever. She pulls a fan out. I think she said something to Dolly. Dolly was dancing on Lex. And Summer said something, and Dolly was like, man, stop playing with me. And she ended up snatching the fan out of Summer hand and shit like that. Like, she ended up snatching it. Yeah. Ooh, she threw the vape at her. Ooh, who that security guard? Ooh, no shit. Ooh. But, yeah, Dolly said, I've been knowing 10, 20 years. I got love for you, but don't run out. Yeah, you start to see, like, they start fading a little bit because they wasn't fucking with it, you know? But they end up pulling up to Karma. This is the club that they about to do one of their performances at in D.C. Or a lounge. It's a lounge, not a club. Yeah, it's a lounge. It's a private lounge. Like, they could do it. So Tanisha pulls up. The OG bad girls pull up to see the performances or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we got Tanisha, Seven, Jayla, Persuasion, Low, Bree, Seven, Janelle. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, we got all them. Judy and Sarah didn't make it to this one, but I think they reappeared. Bobby Lights. I don't know why he's here, but okay. Tommy's face is funny. When she see him walk in, she starts shaking her head. All right, so they get in there. They start dancing and shit. They cool. Natalie ends up pulling up. She tells them that she's gearing more towards them performing this season because she knows that, it's a lot going on between them fighting in the club, between them just, doing a lot. So she wants to center more of their performances and get them to be more active in their music and get that pushing so that their club bookings outside of Baddies can thrive or whatever. So then Natalie announces that she does have chains for all the baddies. You get what I'm saying? She gave everybody their chain. And I do feel like Killa deserved her chain especially. But everybody got their chain or whatever. Killa, Smiley, Gretchen. I think Killa, Smiley, and Gretchen. But then Natalie ends up saying, okay, Jayla, I see you. And then Natalie ends up giving out bad girls chains to all the bad girls. You feel me? Oh, Krishan too. Krishan ended up getting her baddie chain too, which is crazy because I thought she been got one. But yeah. She gives the rest of the baddies their chains. And then she gives all the bad girls their chains and stuff like that, honoring them. So as that's going on, Summer is like kind of like, ooh. Summer said fake ass chain. So Summer like picking at the BGC girls, feel me? Like she just feel away at them. So Summer just like, oh, fake ass chain, like provoking them. But Persuasion like catch what Summer's saying. You feel what I'm saying? Like she peep what's going on. So Persuasion kind of like check Summer, like she say something to Summer because she see her making faces and saying shit like that. And I'm like, Summer, why are you like why are you trolling them? Like they don't even like why do you even feel away, But ooh, then they showed the Baddie South scene. Oh my gosh, that scene was crazy. She was like, is that a sneak or did I clean you up? Ooh. Oops, Summer tries to go over to Persuasion and check her. And Persuasion said, you might want to back the fuck up. Ooh. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Persuasion got that. No shit. Ooh. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Persuasion ate Summer ass the fuck up. Ooh. But yeah, the episode ends right there. It was a pretty good episode, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, this season is really gonna be very anticipated, very lit. Like I want to see what the fuck going on. Today's episode 5, so I got episode 4 and 5 dropping for y'all, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Hit the like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification bells. We update with all forms of new content, and I'll see y'all next video. And be on the lookout for my EP and new songs dropping. Yes, because I do got more music coming. I got merch coming. I got all that. We finna run it up between 2025 2026. I need that. I want that, and I gotta have that. So yeah. Talking about nothing but sex. I don't got nobody else on time. This peaceful like this, always like this. If I do wrong, better give me the work.